you may find that the name of this building is slightly different from what's said in the forum announcement. This is called the Zero Carbon Building. Now this is actually the project name we've been using for the last 8 months. And now this project has been formally announced in the policy agenda, you may have noticed, so now we can talk openly about it. So just let you know we actually have a proper name called CRC, Zero Carbon Building. Technically it's correct, but there are views that the name is not creative enough. So in the later stage, we will actually launch a naming competition, invite views from the public. To be technically even more correct, it's called Zero Carbon Building plus landscape area, because the building itself is only 10% of the development site, as you will see later on. Okay. The project is actually located at the Column Bay, just in front of the mega box. This way is actually a bit clearer. So that's the green bit is the Zero Carbon Building plus the landscape area. As I mentioned, the total size is about 14,700 square meter, and less than 10% is actually for the building, and the remaining area is the landscape area. Now that's how our architect shows what the building, the site look like. Try to make it moving. Now that's actually is the building footprint. Sorry, that's a bit faster. And then there's a loop, as you can see. Along this loop, there will be some outdoor exhibition area. Try to display and show this 10 principles of one planet living, which was developed by the VAR Regional and the WWF. We also have a commercial area as well as the Eco Plaza, Eco Terrace. Now, if everything goes right, that's it should look like when it's built. So you can see there's a prominent solar panel on top of the building. Next one. Now, I just want to briefly let you know about the major functions of this Zero Carbon Building. For the building itself, there will be a temporary exhibition area that's really for the industry stakeholders to display their latest technology and the practice or product. And second one is the permanent exhibition area. So this will be a lot of displays and real-life exhibitions of the energy consumption and the CO2 emissions, etc. So there's a permanent exhibition area. Now, for this permanent exhibition area, we actually try to adopt this, we call it a evolving approach, because the technology progresses quite fast. So we have, in the design, we have allowed this flexibility to upgrade the building as and when needed. There will be eco offices, so there's going to be people working in offices. It's not just purely for exhibition. There will be a showroom of eco homes. Now, unfortunately, we cannot have people living in there because the planning permission does not allow that. Otherwise, we could have people living there. There will be a multifunctional. This is for the like seminars like this one, and also for the corporate functions. So there's a capacity of about 300 people. So it's quite a fair size of the multifunctional. For the remaining area, there's the Eco Terrace, the Eco Plaza, which I mentioned there, actually can hold the outdoor exhibition events, and also the corporate function as well. Now, there's going to be a first native woodland in Hong Kong. Just let you know where it's roughly. It's actually in the south east corner. I also must mention that this project is jointly developed by CIC and Hong Kong government. The Hong Kong government is actually paying for part of the landscape area, and the CIC is paying for the Zero Carbon Building as well part of the landscape area. this outdoor exhibition area, which I mentioned already, this commercial area. Why we call it commercial area? We have to generate certain revenues to sustain the future operation and management of the building as well as the landscape area. So this commercial area will be used for, we haven't actually worked out exactly what we're going to do with it yet, but it's intended for exhibition of like latest energy efficient vehicles or electric vehicles, and even for the EV electric vehicle charging points, and any green products, etc. And there will be other landscape area, as you can see from the earlier picture. I just want to brief let you know the key features of this zero carbon building. Number one is the carbon neutral. Basically the energy consumed by the building will be more than offset by the renewable energy generated on site. So that's what that leads to the energy positive. So we actually have surplus energy feeds in back to the electricity grid, and then that's going to be the first practice in Hong Kong for the feed-in electricity. And the second one is the last one is climate positive. Because of the Energy Plus, and also we have this landscape area, as you see earlier, so it should actually help mitigate the heat island effect in the area compared to the current situation. Here I want to highlight this 4 E's. Number one is the experimenting. There are quite a lot of technologies adopted in this design, has never been used in Hong Kong before, although it's a proven technology somewhere else. So it actually, there's the experimental nature of this building. The second one is the evaluating. Now, because of the experimental nature, so if any new technologies, we will do an evaluation through this building and then recommend it to the industry stakeholders. This is a good technology to be applied in Hong Kong or to whatever building. And to facilitate that, we have a very, very comprehensive monitoring system built in within the building management system. So that provides the online and the live display of temperature, humidity, energy consumption, etc. The next one is the evolving. I briefly mentioned earlier, because the green building technology evolves fast, and we actually have allowed in our both future budget as well as in the design for the flexibility to upgrade the certain elements of the building. The last bit is educating. Both Dr. Krasberg has mentioned earlier, educating the young and educating the public is actually a fundamental part of getting this message across. And so this is a huge element of the educating purpose for this project. There are a few firsts in Hong Kong for this building project. Number one is going to be a first generation plant with waste to energy in Hong Kong. Actually, we are talking about it's a combined cooling, heat, and power installations for this one. The second one is going to be the first native urban woodlands in Hong Kong. I talk about the urban woodlands. You can see a lot of the native woodlands in the hills, but in the urban, that's the first one. Probably, by the time this project is completed, probably it will be the first BEAM plus Platinum new building project in Hong Kong. Now, I just want to talk about the project objectives. Before I go ahead, you may ask why CIC is doing this. Just give you a 1 minute commercial about the CIC. Okay. Now, CIC is a statutory coordination body set up under CIC ordinance with the following major functions. Number one is to reflect to the government the industry's needs and aspirations. Number two is we also recommend to the government the major policies and strategies for the related to the concerned industry. And the number three is to elevate and improve the competitiveness and the quality of the construction industry. And part of that is encouraging the research and a good practice including environmental protection, safety, etc., etc. So that's the CRC's commercial that's done. Also, most of you have heard that Hong Kong's building consumes 90% of the electricity and is responsible for 70% of the greenhouse gas emissions. So therefore, the construction industry, as an industry, has a significant role to play in carbon emission reduction in Hong Kong. So CRC as an industry coordination body, therefore, we start this initiative. So the main objective is another way to showcase the state-of-the-art eco-building design and the technologies to the construction industry internationally and locally. So we actually aim for internationally as well. And number 2 is to promote the green living and the working concept and the human behavioral changes which can contribute to the greenhouse gas emission reduction. And Dr. Raymond Yeo mentioned earlier as well, the human behavioral changes. And we actually, this building is going to be run as a business, actually as a business. And as a business, we're going to provide services to industry stakeholders as well as to the public. Now, just letting you know to the services to the industry stakeholders, to showcase the workability of the low-carbon construction technologies and promote continuous improvement and quality enhancement in the construction industry. The second one is to provide a platform for the industry stakeholders to validate and compare the performance of different product systems and to nurture innovation and to encourage improvement. And the last one is to provide a venue for events and seminars in a zero-carbon environment. So obviously, I have to. Probably we cannot wear this jacket in that environment. Services to the public can be summarized also in 3 bullet points to demonstrate to the public the practicality of the zero carbon living and the working environment with a view to encouraging the change of the lifestyle. And the second one to assist in providing zero carbon building and the green building education toolkits for liberal studies in schools. So we're actually quite targeting this younger generation. The last one is to provide a greenery leisure space for the enjoyment by the public. So that's actually service to the public. So the program, actually, if everything goes well, the project should be complete by May next year, and it will be open to the public soon after that. And in fact, we're actually doing something about it. So we're not just actually planning and talking or designing about it. So this is a picture taken on 28th of October, so still very fresh. So you can see in the top left corner, so that's the building footprint. You can see the foundation is already nearly complete. And all the site formations has actually been completed. Okay, so that's the end of my presentation. Thank you.